Welcome to Bring Speech Home. My name is Jason Amos. In this video, we're going to be going over the milestones for our children 4 to 5 years of age. So we're going to take a look at the expressive side, what they should be saying, and on the receptive side, what language they understand. If you have a chance, please go back and watch the other videos. What you want to see is how is your child progressing through the milestones. This checklist is not meant to be a hard and fast, my child better have every box checked. Every child acquires and develops language at a little different pace. Some acquire it earlier, some a little later, and that's okay. What we use these checklists for is to see an overall progression of language so that we can identify areas to help support through our tutorial videos. So for a 4 to 5-year-old, this is again just building off of what the last milestone checklist was, but now we're going to start to see some of the academic things come out. So they're going to be able to count to 10, answer questions about function, have a large vocabulary, 1,000+ words, start using 4 to 8 word sentences, so you're going to see a growth in the complexity in the sentences that they have. Again, we go from babbling with a baby to starting to get some sounds, to short words, to longer words, to phrases, and now we're into sentences. So it is all about just a progression of language that we're looking at. You're going to see your child should be starting to talk about their daily experiences. You should be able to start to have even more conversations with them. And then on the receptive side, it really is reading a book and starting to answer simple questions about it. They should be able to start holding a conversation at the dinner table. They'll be able to answer questions, something like, what is that? What does that do? And they should have the language skill to be able to answer that question for you. What does that do? And then a lot of times it's with toys that they're playing with, and it's good to engage in those kinds of questions to give them practice to explain things. Again, they're going to really start to pay attention to longer and longer stories, and then be working on multiple step directions, definitely seeing more complex things. So following directions that are unrelated. So at the beginning, it's very familiar things. Let's get dressed. Let's get your shoes on, get your pants. Very simple things, but they're all related. And then you can do 2-step directions that are related. Let's get your pajamas on, to brush your teeth. It's part of a routine. That's still 2-step components of a direction. Now we start to look at doing different things. After you finish your lunch, I want you to go upstairs and get a book, and then let's pack up for the pool or whatever you're doing. So when you start to look at those components of following a direction, they can be unrelated, and your child should still be able to kind of understand and follow them. So that is the receptive and expressive language checklist, very broad overview for children 4 to 5 years old. Take a look at this checklist, take a look at some others, and then if you have any questions where to start on the tutorial part of this, please give us a call or shoot us an email. We want to make sure we are all on the same page of how we're going to move from a start to where we want to end up at the finish. All right, we appreciate you watching, and we look forward to hearing from you. Take care.